It is early. Good morning, good afternoon. It's currently 3:42 a.m. This might be one of the most chilled videos I ever make on this channel. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys my decently high protein breakfast that I eat about 6 days a week. With that being said, I'm gonna get this started. I'm hungry. I use this breakfast as my pre-workout, and I'll be going over what I put in it. Let's get it started. I'm tired. Food scale. Got my quick oats, rise loaded protein, my fruits. I have full frozen banana right here. I like to use fresh when I have them, but if I don't have fresh, I'll just use my frozen bananas, because what I do is if I see that it might be going bad, I'll freeze them, my remaining bananas. And this is a little budget tip. You can get a 4-pound bag of frozen strawberries at Walmart for around $8.50. And if you buy a 1-pound carton, it's gonna come to about $5 depending on the season. I'm a big advocate for frozen, especially veggies, because of the nutrient reserve. But frozen strawberries, they don't taste as good as fresh strawberries. I love putting fresh strawberries in my oats, but it's cost effective and it's still pretty good, and you get a ton. It's way too early. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of brain fog right now. Shaker for my protein. I'll show you why I do that in just a minute. Got my bowl. Imagine I didn't hit record. Let's weigh everything out really quick. Start with the bananas. One full banana usually comes to about 104 grams, 112 grams, depending on the size. This right here is probably 112. Let's see, 112 exactly. So we have 112 grams of banana. And let's do about 60 grams of strawberries. We'll go over the macros at the end. We're at 64 grams of strawberries, which isn't bad. 66, make up your mind. It's being bipolar. Sometimes I like to shake my food scale to recalibrate it a little bit. Or I mean my bowl. Make sure we seal our strawberries. Currently, I'm doing 60 grams of oats. I don't like to go too crazy on my breakfast, but I try to get a lot of carbs in early for my workout. Carbs are really good pre-workout because they're gonna help fuel your exercise. I have 60 grams of oats here, so all of that's done. Now this is where we're gonna get a little different compared to most videos I've seen where people make protein oats. I don't like to put a scoop directly inside my oats because to me, it tastes very chalky and it's just not very flavorful. So what I'll do is I'll put about 28 to 30 grams in my shaker cup. I'm pretty meticulous about using my food scale because I like to know exactly what I'm eating and how much I'm getting, because not every scoop is created equal. I want to know how much protein I'm getting, especially when it comes to powder, because it clumps, so you never know how much you're actually getting. You can have an idea and be in a close ballpark. Now that's 26 right there, 24. Let me shake it, break it up a little bit and see if that goes up. Nope, still 24. I'm gonna get a little more. I always try to go for 28 minimum. I like to load my protein with cinnamon. Very tasty, adds a lot of flavor to the oats. Bro. Oh shoot, I just made a mess. And then I sift that around a little bit. Big jug of water. It smells good. I love cinnamon. I'll shake it up. I made a bit of a mess with that cinnamon. What I like to do is pour quite a bit into my oats for more volume. You can do less if you want it to be a little clumpier, a little more solid, less like porridge. It just depends on the day for me, really. Today I'm pretty hungry, so I want to maximize my volume. I'm gonna cover all of this with my protein. Yeah, buddy, here we go. It's quite a bit. So before we start cooking this, I'll go over the macros with you guys. And you know what's cool about this? Actually, before we go over that, you have some protein to drink too. Now every day, this usually comes to about 30 grams of protein. I have 456 calories, 30 grams of protein, 63 grams of carbs, 6.3 grams of fat, which is really good for me and my size currently what I'm trying to do. I'll have a big meal after this. Maybe someday I'll show you guys that. Get this cooking. This is gonna take about 4 to 5 minutes. I like to do this in several cycles. I won't just put it in the microwave for, let's say, 4 minutes. I'll do 2 cycles of 1 minute and 45 seconds, and then I'll stir it to try to maximize the flavor, get everything a little bit emulsified. One thing to note, if you're gonna cook it in multiple cycles, make sure when it goes through the second time, you're keeping an eye on it, because it'll start to boil over. Not literally boil, but it'll start to overflow. The first cycle, it doesn't. Depending on how hard I'm gonna work out too, at the end, I'll throw in a lot of salt. What salt does for a pre-workout is it helps with muscle contraction, helps your hydration post-workout, you retain more water, keeps your energy levels up, and just helps you get a better pump all over. So I'm gonna salt it up. I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's very different for this channel, but I'm having a good time with fitness, food. It's a good time. I have a feeling I'm forgetting something, but I'm gonna give myself a pass. It is really early. Bam, bam, bam. Oh! So this is the first cycle done. As you can see, it's still really runny. This is where I stir it up, mash up my bananas, emulsify everything for flavor. Yeah, I just don't like letting it sit in there for one cycle. I get the most flavor out of it if I do it multiple times. I will have to keep an eye on it once again throughout the second cycle because it's gonna overflow. Banana is still a little frozen. I like taking my time with my food, especially working out and trying to eat healthier meals. If I can maximize the flavor, it just makes it all the better. So that's my goal here, to show you guys new ways to do things, improve your food, and make it tastier and more fun. Cycle number 2. One thing I want to add, you can also do this with any types of fruit. Sometimes I'll throw pineapple in there, blueberries, you name it. You can do apples. It's all going to be pretty good. The macros will be different, but you should, if you do it this way, end up with about 30 grams of protein. You can always add more or less according to your needs. In the future, I'm going to increase to about 70 grams of oats, more protein maybe. It just depends on what you're going for and where you're at. Everybody's body's different, your needs are different. This is just what's currently working for me. I got to keep an eye on that or it's going to overflow. Now it's starting to look pretty good. Check this out. Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be delicious. It looks a little runny still, so I'm gonna put it through one more time for about 30 to 40 seconds, but it's coming together. I wanna emulsify the strawberries with the oats a little more. If you're going to add salt, do it at the very end. You get more flavor that way. At least that's what I've noticed. Oh yeah, this is gonna be done after one more. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna salt it. Oh, this is gonna be delicious. Pops is sound asleep right now, as he should be. Get out the trusty phone. Look at that. Stir it up. It's like a little porridge. Now that I got that shot, I'm actually gonna stir it a little more aggressively. Boom, there you have it. High protein oats for breakfast. I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I'm gonna get to my workout. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you wanna see more food videos like this, what I eat, what I'm currently working on. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic day. Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be good.